what's going on? Guys, my name's Dynasty, and of course, we're back at it again today discussing the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath expansion. The most recent combat cast for Fujin just wrapped up, and I gotta say, Fujin has surpassed my expectations, and I didn't think that was possible because I was already so stoked and excited for this character, and now I'm even more stoked. So not only do we get to see Fujin be showcased and look amazing, but we got a first look at the Retrokade stage dropping with this expansion. Also confirmation that we're getting not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 additional story mode chapters added with this expansion. And it gets better, they even gave us a first look in-game at Mortal Kombat Deception Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion, and that classic looking attire for Frost. Not to mention as well, they confirmed that pretty much every character in the game is now gonna have an armor-breaking move, and that's gonna make a lot of you guys happy, and a few other things in between. So with that said, let's break all this stuff down, let's have some fun, drop a like on the video if you can, and let's get into it. So after weeks of waiting to finally see the Retrokade stage in action, here it is right here, and guys, this thing has, just like Fujin, my mind has been blown. Like, this is the classic tempo stage from Mortal Kombat 3 and MK11. It's so cool too because the way it's, designed, it's almost as if they're like on a studio set. They just have like these pop-up backgrounds. There's even like a pop-up, ad display for Mortal Kombat Deception. You can see Deception Scorpion right to, the right side of the stage. I am so excited to see what other stages are part of the Retrokade, because this is just one that I've seen so far, and safe to say my mind has been blown. I did not expect to see the tournament stage redesigned like this, but honestly, no complaints on my end. Let's make our way to the next section of the video, though. I'll show you guys the first in-game look at the skins that you get if you do pre-order the Aftermath expansion. They look amazing, and while I'm showcasing the skins here, keep in mind, it's also going to be the first look at a few of these armor-breaking moves dropping with the expansion update. So, yes, Scorpion looks great. The stage, the Deadpool in the background looks amazing. Just when I thought, though, that I couldn't get more hyped about these skins, I'm just saying, seeing them in-game in action, they look just as good as the screenshots and, the character renders you've seen so far. So I am so excited because Shredder Sub-Zero from Deception is finally in MK11. 6 more days. 6 more days. Also, for those who do play the single player, Derek Kurtzig did break down that there's kind of going to be an overhaul with the augments. I can't put into words myself better than he did, so here's the clip right here.
We are doing a augment rework, all right? So once you download the Aftermath patch, you're going to be put into a queue, and we're basically converting your old augments into this new augment system. And so not only that, but the third socket is now going to become available. You can only socket one specific kind of augment in there, which is a new augment called the Gensei Essence Augment. And this augment is pretty powerful. It actually changes how gameplay works for your character. So for an example, I'm a Jade player. If you have a Gensei augment socketed and you throw a glaive, it'll actually throw an additional glaive. And most augments also now have levels. So if you use the level 1 augment for the Jade glaive, it would throw 2 glaives. If you use a level 4 augment, it'll actually throw up to 4 glaives in a row. So it's increasing the amount of damage and projectiles being thrown at your opponent. It's pretty insane. And each character has about 12. Fun. Oh yeah, they're insane. Each character has about 12 of them. Now, these are bigger, more powerful augments. So to find these augments, you have to do things like group battles, team raids, play towers on a brutal difficulty, and you'll start getting those higher level, more powerful augments. Also, we now have introduced generic augments. So you don't need to put a specific augment in a specific gear piece. You can put generic augments into any gear piece. Also, you no longer have to re-roll your sockets. You can actually just spend currency and purchase the socket type that you actually want to use, versus being like, I'm going to re-roll. And there are tons of the new generic augments. Some of them will do things like give you armor on attacks, and some will just be more of like currency boosters. There's a ton of different combinations, and we're really excited because we feel like these augments are going to make the player feel more powerful, and the combinations you can make, I've seen some insane things, especially with the special move changes. Yeah.
Real quick, these are only in offline.
Correct. You can only use these in towers. You can't go online and throw 30 glaives at your opponent. That's just not going to happen.
So for those who really do enjoy the grind, playing offline, doing the towers at a time, the augment system is getting a giant overhaul with a bunch of new stuff added. Yeah, I could not do what Derek did. Derek explained that really good. So I'm stoked for that too. As long as it makes boss battles easier, I'm all up for that. And also, lastly, it turns out that next Monday, there is going to be, yet again, another Combat Cast, 3 p.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/NetherRealm. That Combat Cast will be the day before the Aftermath drops, and it's going to be dedicated to showcasing Shiva and RoboCop's gameplay. So stay on the lookout for that again next Monday. But guys, that's all I got for y'all today. 5 new chapters dropping with the expansion, a first look at the skins in action. Retrokade stage looks better than ever. New augments, and every character getting an armor-breaking move as well. It's shaping up to be a great year 2 of Mortal Kombat 11. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please take 1 second, drop a like on it. Of course, subscribe for some more MK content here on the channel. Until next time, I've been your host, been Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.
You see, I've been a fan of Dynasty for years now. GTA, MK, and Justice, I'm still down. Rapper meets gamer, I wonder how y'all feel now. That was just a setup, watch it get real now. Okay, so me and Sub-Zero was born in '92, and lyrically I inherited all his fighting moves. A lot of y'all still